My fiancée mocked my dead mother at the rehearsal dinner. Her family said she didn't mean it. I replied, okay. Then I canceled the wedding. Now she was suddenly deeply sorry and wants to reconcile. I, 32M, was supposed to get married tomorrow. Wedding planned, $50 dropped, mostly my savings, a detail that becomes painfully relevant, 200 guests. Now, I'm in a hotel with a good single malt and a story that still makes my blood boil, even though I'm playing it cool. Or trying. The rehearsal dinner was last night. Upscale restaurant. Her parents, Qley and Zachary, insisted. My fiancée, Victoria, 29F, her family, including sister Lauren, my dad, my best man Kyle. All was fine until Victoria decided to give a toast after her dad and Kyle. She stood up a bit tipsy. To us, she began, and to family. Standard. Then she looked at my dad and said, and of course to those who couldn't be here, like Nathan's mom. I never met her, but I hear she was... Well, I'm sure she had her moments, right? Probably a bit of a handful if Nathan's anything to go by. Good thing I'm here to keep him in line, haha. Dead silence. Except for Lauren's nervous titter. My mom died 10 years ago from cancer. She was the kindest soul. Victoria knew this. We talked about her. I'd shown her pictures. For her to say that with that smirk, my dad looked like he'd been slapped. Kyle just stared, jaw tight. I felt a sudden cold calm. I looked at Victoria. Her smile was faltering. Her mom, Qley, jumped in. Oh, she's just joking. She didn't mean it like that, Nathan dear. Zachary mumbled, just pre-wedding jitters, son. Lauren added, yeah, Nathan, Victoria says stuff like that. It's just her way. Victoria, defensively, what? It was a joke. Can't you guys take a joke? I looked at her, then at her family, and I said very quietly, okay. Kyle later said my okay was terrifying. The dinner ended quickly, awkwardly. Victoria tried to hold my hand. I didn't respond. Back at our apartment, my lease, my deposit, she started. Nathan, what was that? It was a joke. My mom isn't a punchline, Victoria. Oh my God, you're so sensitive. I didn't mean it, okay? Stop saying that. Talk to me. I'm tired. I went into the spare room, locked it. Couldn't sleep. That joke wasn't a slip. It was a glimpse of cruelty, of disrespect, of her family's enabling. The keep him in line comment? Red flags. Around 3 a.m. I got up, calmly. Email 1. To wedding planner, subject wedding cancelled. Due to unforeseen personal circumstances, please inform all vendors I will cover all cancellation fees. Email 2. To guests. Subject wedding cancellation. Wedding of Nathan Ashton and Victoria Benson will not be taking place. Apologize for any inconvenience. No blame. Text 3. To Kyle. Wedding's off, details later, need you. Text 4. To my dad. Wedding cancelled. Don't worry, I'm okay. We'll call. Packed a bag. I'd left my engagement ring on the kitchen counter. It was a custom piece, designed around what Victoria claimed was a priceless heirloom stone from her grandmother. Crafting a setting I felt was worthy of such a stone had cost me what I considered a small fortune at the time. Next to it were her car keys. Walked out at 6 a.m., checked into a hotel, called Victoria. She answered, annoyed. What? It's barely morning. The wedding is cancelled, Victoria. I've informed the planner and guests. Silence. Then, what? You can't do that. Are you insane? I just did. What you said about my mother was unforgivable. Your family's reaction was enlightening. We are done. But it was a joke. I said I didn't mean it. My dress, the flowers, what will people think? The entitlement, even then. I don't care what people think, Victoria. I care about what you did. Nathan, wait, we can fix this. I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry. Please. Hollow. Goodbye, Victoria. Hung up. Blocked her. Her family started. Texts, calls from Qley, Zachary, Lauren. You're overreacting? She's devastated. You're ruining her life. Think of the money. Blocked them too. Now it's Saturday. Wedding day. Kyle's on his way. Dad called. Sad but supportive. Son, I always trusted your judgment. Your mother would have too. That almost broke me. The hotel is quiet. The single malt helps. That deeply sorry rings hollow. This isn't over. They won't let this go easily, but neither will I. Update 1, approx 1 week later. It's been a little over a week. The quiet didn't last. Thanks for the support, folks. Vendors first. Planner was a pro. Handled most cancellations. Fees were brutal. About $30 of my savings gone. Victoria's parents paid for her dress and the rehearsal dinner. Everything else was on me. I paid all fees without a word. A clean break from the wedding, at least. Victoria didn't stay blocked. Burner apps, new emails, messages were a mix. Nathan, I can't eat, I can't sleep, biggest mistake of my life. I love you, let's talk, I'll do anything. Then, you vindictive fiend, you've humiliated me, my parents are ashamed, you'll pay. Then, I'm getting therapy, I have issues, we can work through this, don't throw away what we had. Her family, especially Qley, kept at it. Qley got my work number. Nathan, Victoria is a wreck, you have to reconsider, this is destroying her. Qley, Victoria made her choices, I made mine, nothing to reconsider. But the shame, the gossip, everyone is talking, you have to make a gesture, say it was mutual. No, I won't lie for Victoria, what she said was vile, your excuses were worse. Goodbye. Then her friends, Martha, a bridesmaid, ambushed me at my office. Martha, Nathan, Victoria's heartbroken, you're cruel, she apologized. What more do you want? An apology that sounds sincere, not sorry she got caught, and a time machine, since neither is possible, we're done. But everyone makes mistakes. Was mocking my dead mother sweet, Martha? Or was that the real Victoria, the one who'd use my mom's memory as a punchline? Martha, faltering. Well, you're still a jerk for canceling the whole wedding. Me, my mother's dignity is worth more than a party. Walked off. The apartment, my lease, my bills. Victoria had moved in about a year ago, contributed to groceries but no rent. She was still there. Kyle, with a police escort, his idea for witness, supervised her packing essentials. She screamed, cried, threw things, not at Kyle. Declared she wasn't leaving. Cops advised her to sort it out civilly. She took some clothes, makeup, her texts from burner numbers, I need my stuff, all of it. You can't just kick me out, I have rights. She doesn't. I replied from my real number for records. Victoria, arrange a time with Kyle to collect your things, he will be present. 2 hours, you will not enter otherwise. Her sister Lauren posted vague Insta rants about wolves in sheep's clothing and people who abandon you, tagging Victoria. Kyle advised, don't engage. Gray rock. Yesterday, a letter from a lawyer, hand-delivered. Victoria is deeply aggrieved, seeking $20,000 for emotional distress, reputational damage, and financial losses due to the abrupt wedding cancellation and de facto eviction. Claiming she contributed to the household economy, and wants an official apology. LOL, the sheer audacity. Her financial losses, the dress her parents bought, reputational damage from her own actions? Laughed. Called my lawyer, Walter, a shark. He laughed too. Then, okay, let's fillet them. This is escalating. They think they can bully, shame, or sue me into, what? Taking her back? Paying her off? They underestimate how deep that comment cut, and how calm I get when pushed too far. My mother taught me kindness and to stand up for myself. Game on. Update 2, approximately 3 weeks later. The last couple of weeks, a masterclass in entitled Tantrums from Victoria and her clan met with my lawyer's strategic dismantling of their nonsense. The I Need My Stuff saga. Victoria, via Lauren, arranged a time with Kyle. Victoria showed up with Qley and Lauren. Kyle said it was like bad reality TV. Qley started, Nathan needs to understand the pain he's caused. Victoria tried finding things that weren't hers. Where's that Bose speaker? Mine. And the Nespresso machine? Mine. Kyle, with my list, shut it down. That's Nathan's. They dragged out packing for 2 hours, making snide comments. Victoria accidentally knocked over a photo of me and my mom, smirked. Oops, Kyle saw. He just said, time's up, ladies. Victoria tried to forget boxes for another access attempt. Kyle made them take everything. Their lawyer responded to Walter. More bluster. Doubled down on $20K, adding some nonsense about shared lifestyle contributions, and Victoria putting her career on hold. Her Etsy macrame shop was apparently a booming career she sacrificed. Lol. Walter's response was epic. Financials. Provided my bank statements, rent, utilities, all me, highlighted my $30K lost wedding deposits. Stated we reserved the right to pursue her for half those losses, due to her public and grievous insult. A beautiful chess move. Career sacrifice. Requested full documentation of her Etsy income, tax returns, evidence of sacrificed career opportunities. Knew this would yield nothing. Defamation. Screenshots of Lauren's Insta posts, wolf in sheep's clothing, conned by a sociopath, and an affidavit from an acquaintance confirming Victoria's bad-mouthing, calling me unstable, verbally abusive. Walter's letter, cease defamatory statements immediately, or face a defamation suit with significant damages. Named Lauren specifically. The ring. Oh, this was petty, I admit, but Walter loved it. Victoria took the engagement ring I'd left. Her grandmother's stone, right? Well, I'd had that ring appraised for insurance shortly after it was made. More for the record, given its supposed heirloom status. The main diamond, which Victoria swore was a priceless family heirloom, was revealed by the appraisal to be a very good quality, but modern, lab-grown diamond. The entire ring, including the custom setting I'd paid that small fortune for, was appraised at only $1,500, a far cry from the value one would expect if the stone were genuinely priceless or even a significant natural gem. It turns out her heirloom was worth next to nothing, and the setting's value plummeted without a genuine centerpiece. The realization I'd been duped about the stone's origin and value stung almost as much as her words about my mom. Walter's letter simply included a line. We also request the return of the engagement ring, valued at $1,500. Appraisal attached based on its actual components and condition, or its equivalent cash value, as it was given in contemplation of a marriage that did not occur due to Miss Benson's actions. The reaction was swift. Lauren's Instagram posts vanished. Their lawyer's tone changed. Suddenly misunderstandings, resolve amicably. The $20,000 demand disappeared. They offered to mediate. Victoria tried love bombing / guilt tripping via a mutual acquaintance, Judith. Judith called, Nathan, Victoria's a mess, says her lawyer's too aggressive. She just wants to talk, apologize properly, no lawyers, misses you terribly, knows she messed up. Me, politely to Judith, appreciate it. But Victoria had her chance. What she said and how her family excused it wasn't a mistake. It was a window into their character. My lawyer handles all communication. Judith sounded relieved. Victoria's father, Zachary, called my dad. Harold, he started. This has all gone too far. Nathan is being unforgiving. Talk sense into him. My dad. Zachary, my son makes his own decisions. What your daughter said about my late wife was beyond indecent. Perhaps you should have talked sense into her. Nathan has my full support. Hung up. My dad equals hero. Now we wait. Demand for money is gone. Online attacks stopped. They want to mediate. Code for they know they have no case, want to save face. Not interested in mediating anything but the ring's value. Still out $30,000 wedding cash. Stings. But peace of mind from not marrying into that family? Priceless. The satisfaction of their entitled bubble burst by legal facts? Delicious. Victoria showed me who she was. I believed her. Final update. Approximately 2 months later. It's been a couple of months. Dust settled. The ending wasn't a bang, but a pathetic whimper, which Victoria and her family deserved. After Walter's letter detailing our potential counterclaims, defamation, wedding costs, ring's actual value, their lawyer went silent. The mediation talk faded when Walter said mediation would only discuss their payments to me. 3 weeks ago, a short formal letter. They dropped all claims. No $20, no emotional distress. Crickets. They wanted to walk. Walter reminded them about the ring. Keeping it, post-cancellation due to her actions, was conversion, theft. Options. Return ring in 7 days or pay $1,500 appraised value. Silence for 5 days. Then a padded envelope at Walter's office. The ring. No note. Sold it for $1,200. Gave it to my dad for the stress. He tried to refuse, I insisted. What happened to Victoria and Co.? Lauren's Insta kittens and inspirational quotes. No more vague booking. Qley and Zachary? Peep. Probably persona non grata as word got out why the wedding was cancelled. Kyle might have clarified to a few mutuals. Victoria? Not doing well, per Judith, now Team Nathan. Parents told her she was on her own legally. Moved out of my apartment, tried staying with Lauren, lasted 2 weeks. Lauren couldn't stand her pity party and demands. Now 29, back with Qley and Zachary. Etsy macrame empire? Stagnant. Blames me for ruining her life, destroying her confidence, and turning everyone against her. Zero self-reflection. Still thinks her vile words were just one comment I didn't even mean. The entitlement is a life sentence. As for me, the $30,000 wedding loss still stings. But avoiding that marriage? Best money ever lost. Apartment is peaceful, mine again. Dad and I are closer. Kyle's a rock, actually going on a date next week. Someone new, vouched for as actually a decent human being. Low bar, but it's a start. Haha, no courtroom showdown, no dramatic apology. Her campaign of entitlement, bullying, guilt-tripping, her family's enabling, all fizzled against calm, methodical legal consequences. They expected me to roll over or make a scene. I did neither. I said okay, then acted. Decisively. She mocked my dead mother, her family defended it. I canceled a wedding, would do it again. The best revenge wasn't getting even. It was getting away, watching her delusion crumble under her own actions. She wanted me to keep her in line? Nah. I let them show their true colors, then walked. They were left with the bill for their own ugliness. Canceled wedding. Humiliated daughter. Quiet judgment. That's satisfaction. Thanks for listening, Reddit. It helped to write it all out. Time to close this chapter. For good.